Right. Good evening, all of you.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Right.
evening, ma'am.
So I hope y'all can clearly hear me out, right? Right. So today is our second class, right? In the introduction of HRA. Right. So tell me any part that you didn't understand from the last class. Anything which was not clear? Okay, what did you all learn in the last class? Yes. What we discussed. So before we start up, I just wanted to tell you all, right? So in my area, we had the power cut in the evening for about 1 hour. Yeah, it was 5 to 6. We had the power cut, and normally yesterday also we had the power cut at 8:30 to 10 o'clock, right? So somehow I don't know today's schedule, I'm not aware about it, but sometimes there can be a power cut in my area, right? So if I suddenly goes on offline, right, please do not leave the class. I'll be joining the class again through my mobile, right, for all to do the lesson, right? So therefore do not leave the class. Please stay until I log. But if I'm unable to do so, I will inform the institute what is the happening. So they will inform you all accordingly, right? And in my last class, I asked for several information from y'all, right? So during my career with LPEC, during my most batches, right? So y'all are my 11th batch, right? But business management, y'all are my first batch, but and y'all are the like latest in the sense. Right, so from your class only I've received the less responses, right? So I don't know, but if you all are not likely to share your details with me, that's totally fine, right? But with the people who shared the details, I'll be correspondence with them, right? In terms of any kind of a revision or anything like that, I'll be sharing with them only, right? But those who were not in the first class, I'll be sharing the link once again in the chat box, So you can use that link, right? Use that link. It's a Google form where you can open it up and fill your details, and you can just submit it only. Then I'll be getting those information, right? So that's it. So last time we discussed about the evolution of human resource management, right? Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So that is the last point we've discussed. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes.
after that, key objectives and identifying static goals.
Yes. Did we do that? Did we do that?
Yeah, we stopped
Sure,
at objectives of HRM. There are 8 points, and we already discussed 3 points.
3 points. Now,
3 points.
achieve organizational goals, work culture, and team integration. We did, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
today we have to do the training and development, right? So before we start up the training and development, any doubts you have in terms of what we discussed last week?
No, ma'am.
All clear? Good to go?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Right, good. Thank you. Right, so training and development. What do you mean by training and development? So we discussed in the first paragraph, introduction part, that to run the organization, there should be people, right? So whoever comes in, whoever performs in the organization, the skills of those employees has to be developed. So if there is a data entry operator who can type, let's say, 20 words per minute, we need to improve that skill of that data entry operator to, let's say, 40 words per minute. So how to do that is through the training and development. So how to do that is the training and development, right? So I'm an accounts assistant, right? My job role is to doing some ledger, what do you call these, let's say system handling in accountancy, right? But I'm not that much good with that system. So HR can organize a training program on the system and ask me to participate for that. So after participating that program, training program, I can understand what sort of a system is that and what are the development that I should do in myself. So that is what we call the training and development. Then we have the employee motivation. So mainly employee motivation means to keep the employees happy, right? To keep the employees on the right path. So if the employees are happy, they will come to work. If they are not happy, they won't come. So ultimate thing is that we need to have motivated employees, right? If the employees are not motivated, they feel lazy, they won't come, high absenteeism, or sometimes they might leave the organization. We don't know, right? So that is employee motivation. So that is one of the objectives of HRM, to keep the employees happy. Then we have the workforce empowerment, giving the responsibility to employees. How? Through HR. Now, for an example, with the technology advancement, you know, there are systems for HR. There are systems for HR. So earlier, of course, we used to have those systems, but only the HR department employees can handle that system. But nowadays, with the cloud, with the internet and all kinds of technology advancement, management has given the authority to employees just to look their attendance, just to check their overtime, just to check their in and out time, their leave entitlement, applying leave, all these things, workforce empowerment. To make the employees empowered. That is one example. Another example would be, let's say they're having a meeting, right? And meeting, and they wanted to get some opinions. So we could encourage the employees to give opinions. And once they have come up with an idea, we can empower them to start up that project. So that is workforce empowerment. Retention. Retention means to retain the employees. Retain the employees means randawa taba ganima. So that is the most difficult part nowadays we are having. Why? Because it's very hard to retain employees. People have a lot of opportunities in the job market, right? For example, I'm working in a company as an HR executive. I'm getting 35,000. I saw an advertisement in the top jobs asking for HR executive again in a B company, and I got selected. And in that interview, they offered me 50,000. Same job role, same designation, but two different salaries. One is lower than the other. So employees tend to go to the higher one. So when the other companies are offering that kind of a money, people won't stay with the current employment. They will leave the organization. So retention is not only like because of the salary. There can be other issues, poor management, poor working conditions, maybe traveling distance, maybe higher studies or migrating, whatever. So people are leaving the organization. If the number of people leaves the organization is very high, then there will be a problem for in that company to the HR. Because for each and every person that they leave the organization, the HR has to interview another person. So it is again a cost. Advertisement, interview, selection, all these things comes there. So it is important that somehow HR should retain the employees in an organization by providing a good salary, by giving welfare, by giving other benefits, by giving training and development, by giving, let's say, get-togethers, staff trips, awards night, whatever like people love. Then people will stay in the organization. So that is what we call the retention. Retention, retaining, retain. Retention comes from the word retain. So if you saw the word retention, if you don't know the meaning, just try to find it out the word meaning through the word. So retention comes from retain. And the last one, data and compliance. Compliance from the government. They're saying that the company has to pay EPF, ETF, gratuity, filling up the B cards, registering employees in the labor department. So those are formalities, and they have given some deadlines also. So organization has to follow that. That is why following those rules and regulations, we can call them as compliance. Data, maintaining data. HR should know, okay, overall in the organization, how many people are there? Let's say we have 90 people. Out of that 90 people, what is the percentage of male and female? Let's say 59% female, the others are male. We know, don't, right? And then, okay, for each department, how many employees there? Okay, HR, we have 3, marketing, we have 10, finance, we have 5. Likewise, how many are there in several departments? So those are the data that HR should maintain. So maintaining data and compliance is again another important objective of HRM. Are you all clear with that? Any point which you don't understand before I give a simple note?
Clear, ma'am.
How about the others? So in my last class, I've asked you all to give some comments, right? So as I told you, only 2 students have sent me the comments of my lecture, right? Whether they understood, whether they have some suggestions in that, right? So I don't know what's wrong or why people didn't respond to my email or to my request especially, right? So because for about next 1 year's time, I have to cover up your HR modules, because as the institute has given, there are 9 modules, especially the main 9 modules, which should be covered under business management diploma level. So that for your batch, that will be done by me, right? So if there is anything that I need to improve in terms of my teaching style, that's why I asked for your comments, right? So again, I'm asking, please send me out your comments on my lecturing, especially the teaching style, to email address. So I'm sending it right now. Right? So this is my email address, so which you all can see in the chat box. Please send your comments. Right? So if you all need any single explanation, or am I too fast? Am I like whatever I'm teaching, which are not clear for you, of anything, or any improvements, maybe some more examples likewise, right? If you feel, so please feel free to share those with me. Then I can improve my lecturing style with your batch as well. Okay, right. So I hope everything, these 8 points are clear with you all. Can I ask from Kaushalya? Is it clear for you, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and we have Sanjay Kavinda. Sorry,
Yes, ma'am.
Kavinda. All clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear. Yeah, clear.
And Rumesh?
Yes, ma'am. All clear. Clear.
Clear. Right. And lastly, we have Veerasinghe. Is it clear for you, Veerasinghe? I don't know who is it. All right. So I'm hoping that everything is clear up to you all. Right. So please write the topic training and development. Training and development. Workforce being effective. Workforce being effective. Workforce being effective and performing are two important and basic elements. Two important and basic elements to work upon for achieving basic objectives in an organization. With proper training and providing future opportunities employees feel safe and organized. providing opportunities to employees to employees is one great step to ensure one great step to ensure workforce management. To ensure workforce management. Next one, employee motivation. Employee motivation. The prime objective of HR the prime objective of HR is to keep things on right path. On a right path. How can HR motivate employees? How can HR motivate employees? Take their views on things take their views on things involve them into weekly meetings involve them into weekly meetings or decisions employee recognition employee recognition and feedback system can keep employees motivated.
Madam,
Yes. Yes, what is it? Employee recognition and
recognition, ma'am, I couldn't get
what is it?
recognition, ma'am.
Feedback system.
Sorry, I couldn't get it.
Feedback system.
Okay, madam.
Yes. Do you want me to explain it?
No, I just didn't get to it.
Okay. Feedback system
Feedback.
can keep employees motivated.
Thank you, madam.
Okay. Next one. Workforce empowerment. Workforce empowerment. Empowering them with tools like empowering them with tools like employee self-service portal, employee self-service portal, can help to save HR efforts. Can help to save HR efforts. With that portal, employees can themselves employees can themselves Employee can themselves apply for approvals and track them through their mobile phone. And track them through their mobile phones. Next one, retention. Retention.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, dear?
Sorry for disturbing.
Yeah.
About the last point I'm talking about. This is not valid for every company, no? There is a new.
That example is not valid for every company, but mainly it is example for empowerment.
Right. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, miss.
Retention. Under that, providing leadership qualities and opportunities. Providing leadership qualities and opportunities, comma, healthy working area, healthy working area, and employee retention, employee retention, are some prime objectives employee retention are some prime objectives and deliverables of HR. Next one, last one, data and compliance. Data and compliance. Functional and organizational objectives also, or else organizational objectives includes managing company and employee data, company and employee data, managing company, employee data, and compliances. Managing payroll compliances, managing payroll compliances, and keeping the company out of any penalties keeping the company out of any penalties is a huge challenge for HR people. Is a huge challenge for HR people. Right. Right. Now then we are going to find out the role of a human resource manager. Right. So before I explained on the role of a human resource manager, can someone tell me what are the roles that you are playing at the moment? Can we have a discussion?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yes, tell me. Yes, what are the roles of your life that you are currently playing?
Actually, I'm an area sales manager.
Mhm.
I don't know about others.
Okay, so you're kind of in charge, right, of a particular area?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, how about the others? Just simple. You don't have to employ it, right? To answer that question.
A husband,
Good. Okay. Yes.
a brother,
What else? Hmm?
a brother,
Okay, a brother. Yes, that's what it is, right? So you are one and only person, one and only same person, but in a different situation,
playing
you
different roles.
play different roles. Now, for an example, I am being Amali Pereira. Now I'm playing a role of a lecturer, right? So from in the evening, I'm playing a role of a mother, right? And in the when it comes like later evening, I'm playing a role of a wife, cooking dinner, like cleaning stuff. And for my parents, I'm a loving daughter. And I'm a teacher for my students. And I'm a manager for my organization. So being there, I'm one and only person, but according to several situations, I'm changing my roles. Likewise, HR managers also has several roles to perform. We'll see what are those. First one is advisory role. Advisory role. Okay, from the word, what you can understand is advisory role. That means giving advices. So HR manager advises top management. Do this, don't do this, you have to pay this, otherwise it will be a fine or penalty. Likewise, he's giving the advices. So when he's acting on that role, we could say that he's performing on advisory role, right? And then we have proacting role. Proacting role means before certain things happened, HR manager takes the decisions. For an example, let's say HR manager got to know that there will be a strike in 2 days' time because of some salary issue, right? So before that strike happens, once the HR manager gets the information, he will talk with management and some union leaders, try to solve that problem or mainly with the management? Can we do something for their salaries? So, because if a strike happens, the production will stop, right? People won't work. There'll be a lot of wastage, right? So before that thing happens, proactively HR manager takes a decision. Or we could say active participation. That is proactive role. Then we have the welfare. Welfare means, okay, what are the welfare that the companies are offering? Can anyone tell me? Some companies are providing transport, uniforms, meals, insurance, loans, accommodation. So who is in charge of that? Who initiates those? It is the HR department, right? So when these things are happening, we could say that HR manager is acting a welfare role. Then we have the development role. So this development is purely connected with the training and development. Who initiates the program? Who organizes the training programs for the employees? That is the HR manager or the HR people. So when the HR manager performs such role, we could say that he is playing a development role. So we discussed about advisory role, giving advices, proactive role, before something happens, proactively take some decisions, welfare role, who is in charge of providing welfare to employees, development role, initiating training and development programs. So those are the first 4 points. Any doubts? More explanation? Tell me. Yes? Do I need to clear any of the first four parts?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
All clear, right? Okay, then we'll write the note. A topic is identifying the role of a human resource manager. Identifying the role of human resource manager. First one, advisory role. Advisory role. One of the major roles of HR manager is one of the major roles of HR manager HR manager is to advise the top management HR manager is to advise the top management is to advise the top management in the matter relating to management in the matter relating to management and development of human resource in order to achieve organizational objectives. In order to achieve organizational objectives. Second one, proacting role. Proacting role. HR manager find out the HR manager find out the probable areas of conflict and the differences between employees and management between employees and management, comma, identifies the factors that may create problems in future. That may create problems in future and takes remedial measures beforehand. Third one, welfare role. HR manager looks to the welfare aspect. HR manager looks to the welfare aspect HR manager looks to the welfare aspect of the employees such as a transport, accommodation, transportation, accommodation, meal facilities, etc. Fourth one, developmental role.
Ma'am, what is that after accommodation?
Meal facilities. Meal facilities, etc. Developmental role. Development of employees. Development of employees. For achieving company goals. For achieving company goals. For achieving company goals is made by the HR manager. Company goals is made by the HR manager through improvement of knowledge, through improvement of knowledge, skill, abilities, skills, abilities, and attitudes. HR manager takes all possible measures HR manager takes all possible measures for growth and development of employees through formulation of HR policies in the matter of training career planning and development counseling, etc. Right. So that is development role. So the next one is mediator's role. So what do you mean by mediator? Can someone tell me what is meant by mediator? What is the singular word for mediator? Yes? Can someone tell me?
Madhyastha.
Madhyastha, correct. That's the word. So mediator's role means the HR manager always play the Madhyastha role, right, between the employees and the management. And he wants to balance the two sides. So that's why we are saying he's playing a mediator's role. Then we have counselor's role. So employees do have some kind of a problems, personal problems, family problems. So they sometimes need somebody to talk into. Now these days, like in the Facebook, there is so much of called articles are going on, posts going on this depression thing, right? So people are saying if you want to talk to any with regard to anything, just call us, just talk with us. Likewise, so HR manager also can play a role on that, being a counselor. Mano Upadeshane. Is it? Yeah, Upadeshane, not Mano Upadeshane. Counseling. Upadeshana Sevava. Right? So when the HR manager counsels somebody with regard to that employee's personal problem, maybe time management, work-life balance, or any other issue, then we would say he's playing a counselor's role. So we have mediator's role, Madhyastha Bhavya. We have counselor's role, providing Upadeshana. Right? So we'll write the note on that two topics also, then I can move to the next slide. So write the topic as mediator's role. Mediator's role. HR manager works as a HR manager works as a link personality between employees and top management top management in order to eliminate the differences in order to eliminate the differences of opinions arise in the process of settlement of disputes. Next one, counselor's role.
Settlement of
Disputes. Next one, counselor's role. Under that, some employees cannot take decision some employees cannot take decisions in their personal problems and they need advice to sort out such problems such as family problems, medical problems, etc. HR manager as he comes close to the employees, because of his nature of work, comma, develops understanding between them, and advisors guides the employees in the right direction. Right. So we have completed the 6 roles of the HR manager. Any doubts on that? So we have another 7 more, which I can explain you like in a bit. So before to do that, anything? Any unclear area?
No, man.
All clear?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, then we'll move forward with the motivators role. Right? Motivators role. So one of the main objective of HR is to keep the employees motivated. So when the HR manager does that, he is playing a motivator role. Simple. To keep the employees happy. Then we have change agent role. Let me explain that. So what do you mean by change agent? Now, in most of the organizations, time to time, with the technology of advancement, right, they need to change several policies and procedures. The best example that I'm using for this change agent role means, now earlier in 90s, right, most of the organization use an exercise book to mark their attendance. Just like in and out. Sign kara gaya. That's it. So based on that only they prepare the salary. Right? So with the technology comes in, then we had this biometric machine or fingerprint machine, we could say. Right? Where you have to place your finger on a biometric machine and it captures the time in and out. So it directly goes to a system. Right? So when the company wanted to introduce such, let's say, equipment or method, some people may reject that. For an example, most of the government organizations, right, when the authorities wanted to have these biometric machines in the government institutes or ministries or whatever the departments, first they refused. They said, no, we'll go with the earlier method, which is the writing, because they can do a lot of manipulating times. They can write at, okay, I left at 4, but leaving at 2 o'clock. Can happen now. Right? So when there is such a change happening in an organization, the HR manager is becoming an agent on that change management thing. He needs to explain the employees why they are doing that. What are the benefits? What is the advantages that the company can gain by having that change in the organization? So he needs to balance the situation where he becomes the change agent role. Is it clear?
Yes.
How about the others?
But ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what is it?
but this is not valid for field staff, right?
Sorry?
The field staff, field work.
Field staff, in the sense you mean the sales representatives?
Yeah. Actually,
Now, sales representatives also. Now, as I explained you at the this employee empowerment, with this employee self-service portal, right? Nowadays, wherever they are, they can mark their attendance by activating their GPS location, activating their location and all. So the sales managers can see actually where these field staff they are.
yeah.
Right? So those technology has come in and most of the companies are using that. But we didn't use such technology in previous.
That's right.
Right? So that is, so when the company wanted to introduce such thing to the field staff, sometimes there can be like people who are like 10 to 15 years experience in the same job role. They might say, no, we don't like that. Earlier we used to give an attendance sheet now, so we'll do it like that way.
Yeah.
Right? So it's HR manager's responsibility again, and he becomes a change agent when introducing such things in an organization.
Yeah. Actually, we do have also recently we do have one called People's HR, but no one is going to touch that.
Yes, because from the organizations, like from the management point of view, yes, it will be more important, but people or the employees being in the lower level, down level, employee level, they don't want to do that because they will destroy their own comfort zone by introducing all such things.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right, so sometimes, because I'm aware of things, field staff, they get a, let's say, they have achieved the monthly target, right, and sometimes they are just attending to their personal stuff,
Yeah,
right,
that's
but when the sales managers are like calling and asking, okay, where are you, what did the route that you covered today, they will so like like they are pretending that they work whole day, but apparently they have not done that. They have attended to some parents teacher meeting or appointment with the doctor, or they must be having at home. Likewise, and they mark their attendance also. They reported to work, like they starts their work at 8 o'clock and finishes at 9 o'clock in the evening, in the night, 10 o'clock likewise. So HR has to accept that previously, because they don't have a mechanism to check on that. But nowadays, with these people's HR or the HRIS systems, the employee self-service portal and all, we can have that.
That's right.
Right? So there can be confusion, there can be rejection. So HR manager is becoming a change agent role when implementing such change in an organization. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Are you all clear? How about the others? Yes? Malit? Hansaka? Is Malit there? Nelunika? How about you, dear? Is it clear?
Yes, madam. Clear.
Okay. Rishad
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
and Dhananjay? Okay, thank you. So I hope everybody is clear with that. So we'll write the note on that. Write the topic as motivators role. Motivators role. Under that, one of the functions of HR manager is to one of the function of HR manager is to motivate the employees is to motivate the employees to achieve their own goals. To achieve their own goals as well as organizational goals. HR manager performs such role HR manager performs such role by way of introducing reward schemes. Next one, change agent role.
Sorry, ma'am. By introducing.
What is it?
By introducing.
Reward schemes. Next one, change agent role. In changing scenario, Employees are required to change their attitudes, belief, belief, belief to meet organization needs,
Ma'am, can you please repeat it?
from which point, dear?
Attitudes, belief.
Belief, values,
Okay.
to meet organization needs, requirement and expectation. Right, so that's it on the change agent role. So we have come to the time. So any concerns, any questions on what I have explained so far?
Madam, can you repeat the last 2 words after requirement?
And expectation. Yes? Are you all clear? Sorry. Okay, then I hope you all are very much clear with what I have teach you all today. Right, so we'll continue with the maintenance executive, the other stuff in the next class, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Right, so I'm repeating, if you haven't sent me your details, please send it me through the link, and please send me your email, the lecture comments through the email, right? So that will be very valuable and helpful for me, okay? Then thanks a lot for joining with me today. Hope to see you again. Till we meet again, stay safe. May God bless you all. Good night, all of you. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you, ma'am.